Went out of town a little bit for an estate sale just to the west of Sioux Falls, a little town called Marion, South Dakota. And this is one of the things I found. I actually walked in and saw this for $1, and they said everything's half price. It's a cast aluminum mail slot, just to be attached to your door. And I put it up for sale and got a message the next day asking the exact measurement between the mounting holes, and I gave him those and he bought it. And this went for $30. A couple weeks ago I walked up to a neighborhood garage sale, and they had a couple of guitars there. I was really interested in one of them. They wanted $30 a piece for them. I didn't really need the acoustic or want the acoustic. I picked up the electric. And just as I was leaving or paying the $30 for the guitar, I took out another 20. I said, "Will you take 50 for both?" He said, "Yeah." And inside the acoustic guitar case was this contraption called a Guitar Buddy. I guess I've seen these. It's a way to teach yourself how to play guitar. You attach this to the neck of your guitar, and then using the color codes, it's easier to press on the buttons than the strings themselves. I guess it will train your hand. And it came with these 3 Chord Buddy instruction books, and also a digital tuner that you just clamp onto your headstock of your guitar. I've got a couple of these already. And so I put this up for sale for $45. So I almost got my money back for both guitars. And it was a nice quick sale, just a couple of weeks. This is the Technics SL 1700 turntable. One was at a garage sale. It was stacked up with an amplifier and some speakers and a cassette deck. And I really didn't, the amplifier and the speakers and the cassette deck were of lower quality and really didn't want those. But they only wanted $100 for all of it. I knew the turntable to be worth 4 times that. But I asked them if they would sell just the turntable separate. And they said, "Make me an offer." And I said $30 and they took it. And it did need some cleanup, and had to use some deoxit on the pitch controls. But it works really nice. I put it up for sale for $500 and had a guy finally contact me yesterday and asked if I would sell it to him for $450, and I took that offer. This is a vintage Dexter pencil sharpener. It's a number 1. It has sort of a porthole opening. It's got some paint on the standard, some speckles on the hopper. But these are quite rare, and I was able to get $90 for this one. This is a Polaroid Sun camera, Sun 600. It's actually a bicentennial model. And it still has a film in it, so I listed it as, because when you open it up, you can see that the light comes on. That is working and has film of undetermined validity. I don't know if that film's going to be any good, but it's been up for some time, probably about a year, and it sold for $45. I sold this vintage double deck of Congress playing cards about a month ago after being up for several years, and the guy disputed that they were new. Well, I said I knew they were new, and I made him ship them back, but I ended up just giving him the refund and his shipping all back. So I priced them a little bit higher this time for $15, and they sold rather quickly. And I didn't indicate this time that they were new, but somebody still wanted this particular design of boats. And again, these sold for $15. Went to a garage sale yesterday, and there was a box with a Coleman lantern in it. I opened up the box and I saw that the lantern was in this padded Coleman carrying case. And it didn't belong with the lantern, as far as it kind of expanded the box a little bit. So I bought it for $8 probably less than $8 because I bundled some stuff together. And put the lantern up for sale, and then put this case up for sale by itself for 20 bucks. And it's sold in about 15 minutes. Well, this is the second lot of counter checks that I purchased over Facebook or perhaps Craigslist. I got a bunch of them for $5. All I had to do was send him a $5 bill in the mail with a return envelope, and he sent them back to me. And like I said, I sold the first batch probably quite a while ago anyway, maybe a year. So these have taken a couple of years to sell, but if you remember counter checks from the 50s and 60s, the banks would leave these at grocery stores and hardware stores, and you could just fill them out, and it worked just like if you were writing a check. And this batch of 7 sold for $20. Another vintage pencil sharpener. This is a Absco Premier. It's got a self-feeder mechanism. And this one's, they call it portable. It doesn't have any mounting holes. It's sort of a plastic bottom. You just have to hold it with your hands. But this, along with the other ones, have been up for sale for quite some time now, a couple of years. And although I've sold a lot of them, I'm ready to move these along. I had this priced at $45 and got a $30 offer for it.